Hello everybody, welcome back to another Microsoft Flight Sim video. Here we're here in the new Builds Airbus A320neo. This replaces the Azobo Airbus 320neo, and we're gonna see if it stacks up against the competing fly-by-wire that we all know and love. We'll be checking that out today on today's video. Let's jump into the cockpit here. We have these windows here. These windows the windows here actually does open up, and to close it you have to click on this little nibbit here, and then I think you just I think you have to click on that again to close it, and there you go. It does work. It also does work on the passenger side as well. On this side it does work. Oops, I don't know why there's a bug, why that's doing that. That's probably an airport thing, but anyway, we have an EFB. If we haven't noticed here, we have an EFB very similar to the Airbus A310 McDo. AFB. Pretty similar here with your cylinder control to the aircraft. Here we have a dashboard here, and in the option to enter your SimBrief username here, and including your units, you can choose from instant to IRS real time. If you use instant, it'll take about 8 minutes. If you do instant, it'll be instant. And we can go ahead here, hit SimBrief button here. That's gonna load it up. Same thing here, and on payload, we go to hit SimBrief and apply load, and hit instant if you want, and that's gonna load the aircraft up. Pretty similar here in the cockpit. Something that does work is, look at this guys, we have a working pay table here with the sounds too. Even the leg rests work too. Ooh, the leg rest. Ooh, that's actually quite a nice feature that even the Phoenix don't have. Anyway, cockpit here is pretty similar. There is some missing buttons. For example, it took away the cabin attendant all button, and I believe over here is some buttons too, regarding flight recorders and stuff, or comms. They took that away. They took this away here too. So they do have some stuff taken away, but we don't really use that in real life. Anyway, I mean, in the Sims. Anyway, here you can choose from disconnecting the jetway, putting the chocks on, toggling the jetway, and whatever stuff integrates with the default trash ground handling in the simulator. And there is a cabin too, but it's not they're not including it now. That's gonna come later on. I believe the cabin. Anyway, something that is always something that I hate about any Microsoft product is that the cabin, the seat position is super low, to the point where you can't even see the ground. So I have to change that. I do have some custom camera views installed, as you can see, and judging from this view, there are tons of holes here for for like for cabin. So I do believe they are actually going to implement a cabin system soon. Um, Anything back here, pretty nicely detailed wing, actually quite dirty as well. Something that I love it. I think that delivery only though. Anyway, let's turn the aircraft on. Battery 1, 2, and there we go. It's coming on. Let's do the test. Signal power. There we go. Fuel pump coming on. Beautiful sounds. Again, this is custom sounds too, and you can definitely hear custom sounds. It's actually a bit different compared to fly-by-wire, and I can definitely tell it's a little bit. You can definitely hear the fuel more, which I do believe is what you hear in the aircraft. So the sound pack is definitely good, in a way better actually. Um, let's do the engine fire test. hold it down and wait for a little bit. There we go. The click spots are actually a lot nicer because I remember in the 5-hour wire, you hit test on the EPU, sometimes it opens up this little hatch instead, so it messes it up, you know? I believe you can also test the GPWS callouts too, if you just hit this button. The GPWS callout should be tested, or maybe not, because that button does work. This one works too, that one works too. And we can align the IRSs. That was work. And I think it's being tested. Yep. Never mind then. Okay. Anyway, on that aligning. Oh, there we go. Test. So it takes a while for the GPWS callouts to, you know, I guess activate. I'm not sure if that's really realistic. I'm assuming it's supposed to be instant when you hit it, but I'm not really sure. Anyway, on the init page, you have the init request function, just like the real aircraft would if you have like an uplink system. Speaking about uplink, this aircraft does not have any uplink system, so you can't use the ACARs in this aircraft. You can't use this little display. So like in Europe ops that I'm in right now, you can't really use it because of the thing. Because there is nothing implemented. Enter the call sign. Our call sign today, which is Wizz Air. By the way, this is in any build. This is like in the Sim Update 14 beta, so it's not like up to the public yet. So Alpha Bravo will be our call sign, and let's do our departure procedures here. We'll be using runway 26 left on the Fram 1. Scroll down here to the Fram 1, insert that, and wait for this to align. And yeah, I want to fix this thing. I think it's a button, right? Isn't F12? Oops, not that one. F shift 10. Control F shift. Or is it all? Whoop, whoop. Uh-oh. Okay, I did it. Okay, I think that's good. Okay, I think it's Control Shift 10, right? Yeah, I think that should be fine for my synchronization. Okay, waiting for Iris to align. Let's do a tour of the cockpit here. The weather radar is a little bit different. It's a lot different. The weather radar controls. I wonder if there is a working. I believe the weather radar does work. I just have to wait for this to align and stuff. And then we're ready to go. QNH is 1009. Let's change that. Buttons are very good. Custom sounds, very beautiful. Very beautiful custom sounds. I like it. So on here, we can also open up the cargo doors as well. Let's hear that sound. Okay, so the sound kind of seems okay. So let's hear it again. I'm just gonna turn on the hydraulic pumps up here. I believe it's that one. So I can hear the noise constantly. This sounds pretty good actually. And the barking dog, I love it. That they have it implemented, the barking dog. Okay, let's turn that off. And let's close the doors. Okay, the cargo sounds are quite mediocre. They're not the best in my opinion. They kind of sound like they're recorded by like in their robot form. They don't sound like hydraulics at all. They sound like they sound like the Transformers in a way. They don't even sound like the hydraulic sounds. Anyway, um, so this FMX2 is quite detailed, but the font is a little bit blurry and it's not like I mean, it is good, but especially like the font on the buttons here, it can be a little bit more like in real life. You know what I mean? It's not like as clear in real life. In real life, it's kind of more faint, like the cutouts. Because in real life, obviously, also the aircraft is quite dirty. So yeah, maybe someone's gonna make a detailed mod about it. Anyway, this aircraft does have a takeoff checklist, but calculator. You can use this very good 2-6 left. The weight you have to enter manually. I don't know what the weight is in this aircraft. I believe I go to fuel right here, and our gross weight. Our gross weight is 62.5, and it says that you use your keyword, by the way. Oh, I thought it did. 62.5. Flaps, let's do flaps 1.5, and we'll leave this off and calculate. And whoa, what is this? Second segment, whatever. We'll ignore that. Send to FMC, and that should, oops, and that should populate in. Have to put that in, and then go to our performance page, and boom, confirm takeoff data, and boom, it is automatically loaded into our system. The flaps you have to do manually here. The flaps 0.3 up is our trim setting. 0.3. Why can't I use the trim? What the heck? Trim. Why isn't the trim work? Okay, the trim is broken, I think, because. Oops. Okay, the trim is not working. I don't know why that's not working. Maybe I have to have the aircraft on for that, or something. Anyway, we're waiting for the ARS to line. We're almost pretty much ready to go. I'm just gonna turn on the seatbelt signs. Ooh, that's quite realistic. That the seatbelt signs actually turn on. You can actually hear the volume. Like, for example, when you go in the cabin, seatbelt signs are faint. If you go back here, it's louder. So that definitely does hint a cabin is coming. Anyway, let's turn the APU on. You have to wait to hit start, like the real aircraft does. Actually, in my opinion, this aircraft is actually a little bit better than Fly-by-Wire, actually. Sure, they don't have the... I'm gonna get to the points later on that I tested out before I made the video. But, like, you have to wait for this thing to, start. And let's hear the APU sound. A pretty realistic APU sound, in my opinion. Pretty realistic APU can run computational power. And there comes the fan. pushback, then toggle pushback, and I believe I don't know if I'll happen now. Maybe okay. Pushback started, quick break was coming on. Come on. Aren't we starting? Yep, it's the problem with the default. This is the problem with the default, pushback system in the simulator. It's horrible. So, I have to use a external application pushback. And also, GSX is broken because there's no profile yet for this aircraft. I'm sure someone's gonna release it eventually. Anyway, we're now pushing back to the gate. We can go ahead and start the engines now. Engine 2, let's hear the humming. Okay, engine 2 is started. We can go ahead and jump into 1 now. Engines are started. We can go ahead and do flight control check. Full to the left. Full to the left. Neutral, full to the right. And neutral. And full up. And full down. Wow. Wow. That's actually a lot. It's actually a lot smoother than the rubber wire actually. Like how it moves and stuff. I noticed that. Anyway, we can go ahead and go and taxi now. Let's go to number uno. Let's hear the engine roar up. Wow, wow! Just the engine roaring by itself is the engine sounds are quite amazing actually. I think they're actually better than Cyber Wire. I'm not showing hate Cyber Wire. Both aircrafts are good, but but I can already tell some problem here. You guys notice that a slight movement in the nose wheel creates like the aircraft jolting very rapidly. And I know in the real aircraft, it when you kind of move, it kind of takes a while for it to turn, like the nose. And if you look here, external model, um, when you move the tiller, it kind of moves very fast. It's supposed to kind of turn slowly, in my opinion. So that's how I think it's yeah. But I don't know what's up with that. There is some flap sounds. You can't really hear the flap sounds though, because of the engine sounds. Let's hear the engine sounds one more time. Wow. And can you guys hear that sound? Like when the plane is taxiing on the taxiway? Like there is actually some ground rumbling effect you can kind of hear. So that's a big plus actually. That's actually a big plus, a big W. But you just have to kind of be gentle on those inputs because even a slight input is very jolting. So and that's actually not good, especially if you just have like the very small bends. Then yeah, you have to really be cautious on that. I think let's do an intersection departure because we're not really that loaded today. Now we'll just take off right in front of us. Okay, strobe lights are coming on. And every light is now on. You can see the lights shining below. Oh wow, they are bright. They are super bright. Like they are blinding. Now they're not blinding right now, but I bet someone's gonna make up. I bet the new light guy is gonna put a mod that makes the light brighter because I don't think this light is supposed to be that dim. The strobe light looks fine. Actually, could be a little bit brighter in my opinion. That's my opinion. But here we are. We're now taking off, and let's hear the engine roar. I'm gonna be quiet, and you guys enjoy the engine sounds. Okay, gears coming up. Wow, the engine sounds are quite good. They're actually better than Type wires. They're actually better, in my opinion. They sound better. They're actually a lot better. Okay, let's start the right hand turn. We're gonna start the right hand turn. Right now. Okay, just follow the flight director. Okay, okay. Also, by the way, that hiccup that happened during the takeoff. Um, I was showcasing the camera, the landing, I mean the my aircraft characteristics, so I had it correct, and um, there's a little problem with this aircraft that the rudder is oversensitive. So yeah, oversensitive in my opinion. It's not supposed to be that sensitive. To where it makes your aircraft go in a freaking bank angle. Oh my gosh. The aircraft, yeah, it is not supposed to be that touchy in my opinion. Better. That's how my aircraft kind of went out of control almost. Because the rudder is kind of horrible in this aircraft. The rudder system too sensitive. I mean, I guess if you know, since Zobo kind of helped, I guess that's what they'll do. They'll kind of that's them for you because I think this aircraft is mainly meant for Xbox people, so they make it sensitive for a reason. Or I don't know. I have no idea. I'm not judging the rudder. I'm sure they'll improve it. I'm sure. Anyway, let's go back to up position. There it goes. We can go ahead and keep flying it until we get to Delta Echo Tango 29, and we'll switch on autopilot. Turn on that. Increase speed up to 200. Hit manage mode and autopilot coming on. Manage mode on the heading, speed manage, and auto throttle is coming on. Anti-ice. Okay, you're yelling at me. I'll turn the anti-ice on. Okay, we're now cruising, I believe. Okay, so you know what I'm gonna do? I do know, I don't know why it makes us do this path. I'm just going to, instead of doing this whole path, because I'm not on any active network, I'm just gonna save time, I'm just gonna go direct to, Tano, because I'm looking on my FMC here, and, looks like we'll just go direct. Since I don't want to do this whole route, I'm just going to go direct from Delta Victor Romeo all the way to Tanjo, because we're not in the VATSIM network and we can take shortcuts. I'm not sure if that'll be a shortcut, but I'll try. Land lights can come off, as I totally forgot, as always, because I'm talking to a microphone, I forget what I'm doing. Wing lights are coming off. We can keep these on those lights coming off. And we can go direct to Tango after this. Okay, direct to Tango we go. Oh yeah, guys, you can definitely see here the pond is definitely blurry and it is not as good because the green is not really the right kind of green. Anyway, let's go direct to Tanjo. Should be down here. Top Tanjo. And normally you're supposed to hit like a button here to go direct, like I think it's like temporary accept or something, but now you just have to hit direct to and hit this little button here that has that asterisk, then you should go direct to it. Undo. So that's I think the real 320 you should have a button there that says direct, or has like the orange code text that says direct to or something. I don't know. then you hit this button here to go direct. I don't know. It's weird. But there is VNAV in this aircraft because looks like it. Um, that's good. I'm gonna keep on climbing to our final level today, which will be level BR 350 will be our Anyway, again, this aircraft does have a K table, like I said. You can do work in this aircraft. Terrain does not work. I wonder if the radar system is the same. I wonder if the radar system looks the same as the Zobo. So I'm gonna try it out right now. Turn this off. Yep, this aircraft is gonna. Yep, it's gonna do that. And boom. Wow. Look at that, guys. This radar system looks totally different. That looks that actually looks like the real. That actually does look like the real one actually. The real one. Uh, that's actually quite realistic. The weather radar definitely a plus. I love it how they changed it. Now I wonder if the fly-by-wire will get it. Probably not because, in my opinion, again, 80 builds and Azobo probably has like a special thing to do it right or something with the radar to change it. I think 80 builds has the right. I think 80 build is the only really one that has direct access to the weather radar map. Because that weather radar looks a lot different than the Azobo one. And I have a mod for a weather radar in the Azobo aircraft, and it's pretty much in the. I mean, I have a mod for the headwind and fly-by-wire that brings the weather radar, but it is the one from like the Azobo one, and it's pretty trash. Um, and I don't think they'll ever bring it to fly-by-wire because Microsoft does not really want to share their weather radar API data. Um, I don't think it's really gonna happen because any builds. You see here, look at this. This color here is a lot different. Okay, now I do believe they are still using bitmap in a way, but the colors are a lot different. So they look a lot more realistic in my opinion. But I don't think they're gonna bring that to fly-by-wire or any other aircraft, CMPG or stuff. I don't think so. To be honest. Anyway, we are now cruising now. Um, pretty sounds, engines pretty good as well. And these are Leap engines, by the way. These are the Leap engines, so and that's the only configuration available that I know. I don't think they're gonna make a CFM version. I know some. I mean, it's rare for this to be really a thing, but I know some airliners choose CFM engines compared to Leap. But most airlines choose Leap engines for the choices. And yeah. So we are now cruising again. We're now climbing. Pretty much normal. Direct 2 works. Everything else works. Nice. When you change the map here, it does nice delay, which I like it. I like how you, I like how there's a delay. Because in the fly-by-wire, it's put up instantaneously, and it's not really like realistic. Now, don't get me wrong. Fly-by-wire is pretty realistic, but I think any build is winning right now, actually, by because they have less bugs. I mean, they're more realistic in a way. But of course, because any build has more resources, I guess. But I support both, and they're both good. But so, because I think the any build is mainly meant for Xbox people, I guess, because you can't really get fly-by-wire on the Xbox. So that's really something that they're gonna add. That's really something that's good for the community. Um, I Fly-by-wire is still going to try and keep on going, and I do believe in them, and they are pretty realistic. But I think the fly-by-wire and the e-builds target different people. I think the fly-by-wire targets um, mainly for PC, while any builds target mainly for Xbox or more towards Xbox. But I'm sure we're gonna see a lot of people flying this 80 builds 320 when it comes out in December for public release. Because I could definitely see already definitely a big step up. Um, Now I think Cyberwire is still gonna have like a presence still, especially they're still gonna work on their flyby in their they're still gonna work on their Airbus A380 project. I believe that might spill over to Microsoft Flight Sim 24 because they're delaying it too long. I mean they're not delaying it, but it's like 4 years already, and then they're still working on it. So they're still working on it. I believe they should port that to 2024. Um, and stuff, yeah. Um, but anything else? Wire is pretty good as well. This aircraft is, of course, made by a Hayward developer, and they have more resources, more staff, so they could definitely push it out more. You know what I mean? But I think both aircrafts are still going to be be relative in the simulator community. I don't think Wire is going to just I don't think Wire is just gonna die immediately because they're obviously working on other partners with Headwind and the installer and stuff. So I think Wire is still going to live. They're not going to die. This aircraft just kind of replaces the default for Xbox people. But again, this is just the first version of the beta of this aircraft, and we're gonna wait until the public release in December for the real numbers to come out, and then I'll do another video comparing it and stuff. Um, but I remember I did a live stream actually where I compared the Phoenix, fly-by-wire, and a Zobo aircraft together back in like last year, and I'll probably do that stream again, but this time with the 80 build instead, because I'll definitely maybe I'll well actually maybe I'll just do 80 builds versus fly-by-wire, because again the Phoenix is a different aircraft in a way. I mean it's the same, but again it targets the normal CEO version. Um, so it's definitely different. I'll definitely do a review though. Any builds versus Wire. That's a good idea actually. I'll definitely do that. You know, it'd be funny if they'll let me open the window mid-flight. Of course they don't do that. Anyway, we're now cruising. Um, top descent marker, top climb arrival marker does work pretty well. I want to know if beam tilt works in this weather radar. Doesn't seem like it. Doesn't seem like it. But yeah, the positive points to this aircraft so far is that the aircraft works. APU sounds good. Sound factor is actually a lot better in my opinion, and the weather radar does work. I do believe though it is like a bitmap still, but the only difference is colors, and that's it. Because there is obviously still there's no clouds in front of us, they're all below us, so this is definitely still a bitmap, just different color tones. Because yeah, so weather radar is still mediocre, but different colors makes it more realistic. Uh, and yeah. Anyway, I'll talk back to you once you get closer toward ascent to I'll talk back to you once we get closer to our arrival in Frankfurt. Okay, we are now just about to start our descent into Frankfurt. I just want to point out too in this aircraft in this season update 14, this beautiful, beautiful, beautiful sunset. Beautiful sunset, guys. Wow, the sky colors have definitely changed, and I definitely love it. Definitely love it. It's a big improvement over the last time. Anyway, we're almost starting to do our descent. It is almost night time and we're going to turn on the dome light up here. Let's set up our approach phase into the airport, guys. We'll be landing into Frankfurt. Looks like we'll be taking runway. We'll be taking runway 25 right for arrival, so 25 right. Looks like we'll be using the ILS approach due to you know the I think it's like LIFR conditions actually in the Frankfurt. Okay, we'll be taking the Tanj 1 Alpha arrival. Let's go down all the way here to Tanj 1 Alpha. And no transitions. Vias. Let's do the Vias here real quick. Alright, so it looks like we'll be using that. The Mike Tango Romeo VR. Insert that. Boom. It is now inserted perfectly. Still about 50 miles. Actually, we're almost toward the descent in about 20 nautical miles from now. So I'll check back once we get to that stage. Okay, we have reached the top descent marker here, so now I'm just going to go ahead and now hit descend. Scroll down all the way and hit manage mode. Click that, and now it should descend automatically. We are way above our glide slope path, our VNAV profile. It should catch on. We should try to regain our glide slope path automatically, but I don't know if that'll work out or not. You can hear the engines spooling back down, which is a good sign. Looks like we're about to enter the doom cloud here, guys, which is bad. I mean, not bad, but you know, not good at the same time. Seatbelt signs are coming back on. Yep, you definitely hear it. Very good, very good. Okay, we'll go direct to Rollins for now, as I think it should turn a little bit. I think because we have tailwind, that's why the aircraft is kind of when it turns, the tailwind pushes us further, so we can't make the turn in time. That's fine anyway. That's fine. Let's deploy some speed brakes here. Some speed brakes are being deployed, nice and good. I'm not sure why there's a big. Well, I'm not sure why there's a big glare right here. The panel is super bright. But there's it's super bright. It's I don't know why it's like that. Anyway, looks like VNav is actually working pretty well actually. Pretty darn well. Well, how come the ILS didn't? Okay, I thought the ILS would populate in automatically. I don't know why I didn't do that. I guess I have to put in the ILS by myself. That's fine. That is fine. Uh, 111.35. Hello? Why didn't you put in? Why? It is ILS. I did put ILS, so why is it not working? Do I have to put the course as well for the ILS thingy? Is it more complex now? Or like I have to actually put the ILS code in? How would I know? ED 11125? I'm confused. What am I doing? Why isn't it populating automatically? Okay, hold on. I have to figure this out because I don't know why it's not doing automatic. It should be doing the automatic. Okay, let's jump back into the cockpit here and I guess I have to sort my arrival out because it's not working. Apparently the ILS is not working. Oh yeah. It is a bitmap. I can tell instantly if it's a bitmap the way it's moving. So how am I supposed to put the ILS? The ILS is. And there's no landing. There's no landing, I believe. There's no landing calculator. I thought it would do it by itself. I thought it would do that. But it does say ILS if I right here. So it should, populate being automatically. Turns out, okay, let's keep that wing light off so we get from LC. I believe the winds in Frankfurt. Actually, I can check it right here. 1708, framing, whizzle, low clouds. Okay, wow. So it looks like we need to be using ILS then. A Cat 3 approach probably we will have to be using. We will have to use. Oh, IFWR. So I guess I have to put all this in manually, I guess. IF, wait, India Foxtrot Whiskey Romeo 109 109. Oops. 109.75. Okay, India Foxtrot Whiskey Romeo. Format air? What do you mean format air? What does that even mean? 109.5. 109 decimal 7 decimal 75. Why isn't it putting in? I'm so confused. Okay, anyway, let's keep on descending. Speed brakes, please. Wing weight is coming on. Tail light can come on as well. And nose light can come on. Wow. Look at that. Look at that, guys. Look at that. It is completely socked in. Holy moly. Completely socked in. Socked in. Socked in, socked in. iOS is not gonna cooperate, which might spell trouble for us. Might spell trouble for us. You can go ahead and disengage speed brake. Go ahead and turn that off. Let's go direct to Mike Tango Romeo VOR to kind of make the approach a lot less crazy. The flight plan get confused. I don't want that to happen. Why isn't the ILS working? I'm trying to figure that out. So you have to enter the identifier. India Foxtrot Whiskey Romeo. I found out. So you do have to use the identifier instead and not the frequency. That's why. Okay. That's why. Got it. Okay, we can go ahead and start slowing down. Let's request our gate. Let's see. We don't have a gate number, so I guess we're just gonna kind of wing it ourselves, I guess. Oof. Look at this, guys. Look at this red color. So you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna turn inbound. I'm gonna try to avoid it by kind of cutting in from NPR and direct to Delta Foxtrot 430 to kind of avoid the red part, because that is definitely some severe storm, guys. Wow. Anyway, let's go ahead and do the first page. Let's set our QNH for Frankfurt, which is 1016. Winds are 180 at 6 knots. Temperature is 7 degrees. And our minimums for Cat 3 will be 100 feet. No, wait, actually, no, not 100 feet. Will be 240. Wait, no. I'm sorry. That will be 100 feet. QNH 1016. Let's go direct. Let's go direct to Delta Foxtrot 430. Actually, no, Delta Foxtrot 480. And hit that. So you guys, you hit this little asterisk button, go direct to the waypoint, and you should go activate the approach phase. And here we go. We're now descending. 129 is a little bit too slow in my opinion, so we should do 141 or 147. Seems about right. Here we go. And look at that, guys. Seamlessly it integrates. Okay, we can go ahead and drop flaps forward. And that drops the slats down 1 degree. And let's do our gate assignment. Let's just use a stand today. Let's just use a stand. We'll be using a stand, Victor 108, a remote stand. I'm going to go ahead and drop. Actually, let's turn on. Where's that button at? I know there's a button here to switch to meters. Isn't it under the up-to button? Oh yeah. Right there, yeah, we need that. Okay. The 75 runway visual range is Cat 3, so we have to use this. And flaps 2. And our speed is reducing again. Nose wheel. Okay. Wow, we are just barely touching the red mark. Guys, look at this. We are barely touching the red marker. This is very close. Hopefully we don't have any wind shear on arrival. You know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna turn on the wind shear. I don't think... Yeah, so there is no gain control in this aircraft. Okay, whatever. Now let's see what science has called them again. And there we go. Approach mode is coming on. Localizers intercept. And approach mode is coming on. Boom! Cat 3 approach, flaps 3. a little bit too slow actually. We should go 160 on the speed right now. Wow. Wow, look at this. You can see basically nothing in front of you. And we're about to hit a big red zone, red spot. Not good. Not good. Wait, are we even on the localizer? Hold on. Oh, we are. Okay. Oh, okay, actually, never mind. Oh, because that's go around. Okay, I see. That's what that... Wow. That's actually quite detailed, actually. Because in the Flat Wire, it doesn't do it like that. To where there's a blue go around marker. It doesn't do that. Wow. Okay, approach mode is active. We're gonna keep on descending to... We're gonna keep on descending. Approach mode. I think... Yeah, it's following it. I don't know why there's no I don't know why there's no terrain mode. It's a bummer. It's so weird. Actually, hold on. Is the switch stuck on? Hold on, I want to see something. When you flip it off, it's still on. But when you... Okay, I'm confused. I'm so confused. Okay, we're now descending. Basically can't see anything in front of you. Wipers. Wipers, please. Wipers. At least it works, and it's not, synced up. Like, in the real aircraft, it's independent. Like, I know, because in the Azobo aircrafts, they're all synced up normally. And, this aircraft kind of has independent. It's going a little bit too fast in my opinion for slow. It should be a lot slower. I'm gonna take it off for now. Oh, here comes the turbulence. Yep, here comes the turbulence. Wow, still can't see a single thing below you. Okay, we can slow down now. Go ahead and pull the gear pretty soon. And flaps full. Oh, ground is in sight. We have ground in sight. He's coming down. We're still going to be using approach mode because it's still pretty pitch dark. It's still pretty dark outside. Can't really see still. Big tapping is checked. Runway's in sight. I mean, not all of it. Runway is not in sight yet, but it is soon. Still gonna be approach mode down to VS. Even more than that, probably. And we'll be pulling out at Papa 1. Okay, verify still. Orders on. Check. Okay. I'm waiting for sight. Still gonna be using approach mode though.
1,000.
Value continued. Verify. Whoa. Here it comes. Here's the turbulence. Whoa. Look at that, guys. Look at the aircraft. Whoa. Wobbling like freaking crazy. Oh my gosh. Whoa. Whoa. Come on, aircraft. Stabilize. Turbulence. I know this turbulence is cool. Okay. Maybe a little bit butter is needed. Back to this.
400.
Tailpipe turn off.
300.
Aircraft is fine.
200.
Okay. I don't know what happened. Okay, you have to. Okay, never mind. Just focus on the landing.
100. 50. 40. 30. 20. 10. 5.
I'm here now. Okay, parking brake. Okay, manual braking. And welcome down to Frankfurt. Wiper is coming on. Okay, that's a little bit disappointed. I expected the rain to actually wash on the wipers to actually wash up the rain, but it's not doing that. Actually, is it? Hold on. Oh, actually it is. It is, but it's not doing it. Not doing it like best, in my opinion. Okay, we'll taxi on this ramp, Papa 1, all the way to the ramp. Okay, stop the clocks. And that was about an hour and an hour and just an hour. Perfect. Okay, we can go ahead and retract the spoilers. And flaps are coming up. Okay, we can go ahead and turn off strobe lights. We can turn off the ring light, turn off the landing lights, and turn on those lights taxi mode. And we can go ahead and continue taxi. All the way to our stand. again, again, it's very sensitive. It's very sensitive to the nose wheel steering. You have to really be very careful, to not twist your thing very far. Otherwise, you yank the aircraft left or right. Very sensitive. Another weird bug too is that like when I turn autopilot off, the autopilot sound just stays like that forever. It stays on until you go to the external view and change and go back to the cockpit view again. I don't know why it's like that. It's weird. Like the wipers are going way too fast in my opinion. These wipers are way too fast. These are way too fast. These wipers. And we still have a long taxi to go in the pouring rain. Wow. Actually, I'm just gonna turn right onto the stands over here because there are stands right next to me. I might as well just take these instead. These are Gate Foxtrot 231. These are cargo ramps, but I don't really care. 231 is still over here. Man, but I just love the engine sounds though. As you spool up, I just like it. I just love it. Okay, stand 231 should be right over here. Yep, right over here. So I'm gonna pull in right over here. I'm gonna turn off the taxi light so I don't blind people. And we're gonna follow the display to park. Oop, oop. And stop. Okay, parking brake is set. Engines can cut off. Actually, almost forgot about the GPU. And we can go ahead and plug that in, and engines can now cut off. And now welcome down to Frankfurt, everybody. Okay, beacon light is coming off, seatbelt sign is coming off as well. And we can go ahead and brighten up the lights now. Turn the IRSs off. Whoops. Okay, there we go. This took a while. I think that's no, I guess that's a cool feature. It takes a while for it to turn off. You know how real aircrafts work. So yeah. Pretty realistic, and ooh, there's even a brake fan sound too. Do you guys hear that sound? That's the brake fan. That's the brake fan. Okay, why is the doors open at the back? That is weird. Did I do that? Did I do that? Okay. I don't know, maybe I did that. Okay, anyway, let's open up the cargo doors. And that's gonna be it for the video. And now time for final remarks. So welcome down to Frankfurt, everybody. In this City Builds 320 livery, pretty realistic. I like it. Pretty realistic. Actually, a little bit better than Cyberwire. Still some bugs, but they're pretty minor. They can fix that pretty easily. And yeah, pretty minor details. It's not like a bug to where the aircraft can't fly. It can still fly pretty good. It's just that ground handling and some autopilot sounds are probably not timed right. Because like when you turn off the autopilot, the autopilot sounds continues to beep 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 until forever and ever and ever. So they have to fix that. That's pretty minor. Ground handling, fix that too. Nose wheel steering, pretty easy to fix. After that, nothing else. No real minor, nothing really concerning with this aircraft. Again, sound effects are pretty good in this aircraft. I like it. I'll fly it more, but of course, this is just like the beta version of this aircraft. So we have to wait until the final version comes out for the full things. And yeah, I like the effects of this aircraft and how it handles, and even like the windmilling effect. When the engine is turned off, the engine is still going with the wind. I like that very much. The lighting too, pretty awesome. And did I mention to you? Did I mention that the APU here is actually also a custom model? The ground power unit is not using the default Azobo one. Pretty realistic as well. Anyway, guys, share your thoughts in the link in the description below. And thanks for watching the video. And I'll see you in another video, guys. And good night.